Welcome to Johnny Ray's Backwoods Guns. Doing a video tonight on the Rcbs competition die set. These dies are expensive, but they're worth it, guys. They're just phenomenal dies, and there's a little trade secret about them that I'm going to let you all in on. Stick around and check it out. Instructions, and the best part of these instructions, guys, is there's part numbers. This is important. I'll come back to this later, but this is important, this die parts list. This is a full-length sizing die, guys. This is not a small base sizing die. Full-length sizing die. It's nicely stamped. You can read it if you get your glasses on. Here's your elevated shell holder. You'll need this for your 308. And this is your micrometer bullet seating die. This runs your cedar plug up and down. Okay. There's your bullet guide. That's for the 308 bullet. And that's for the 308 to seat the bullet. That's your cedar plug. All right, guys. It's basically, I changed my nut, my bolt, my lock bolt to a Lee, because I'm always changing this up and down. And here's the big secret that everybody already knows is, you lock it down. Make sure you lock it down with your window towards you, because you've got to feed your bullets in one at a time as you're sizing your brass, seating your brass. Okay, this is your elevated shell holder. Just insert it like you regularly do. Set your die up. This is a 308 brass, piece of brass. You just run it up, and you can see the bullet guide pop up. Then drop your bullet in, and then seat your bullet to whatever. And this adjusts your settings, 1,000 for every click. All right, guys. Now that's 308. If I wanted to do the 30-06, here's the little secret, the little twist. If I want to do the 30-06, just get me a flat shell holder, put in a 30-06. And so this is a same process. It's a 30 caliber guide, bullet guide, and a 30 caliber seating plug assembly. So it's going to seat your bullets. 300 Winchester Magnum. Well, the 300 Winchester's got a different shell, but it'll work the same way, guys. This will seat all your 30 caliber bullets, okay? All your 30 caliber bullets. And that comes in handy. All right, just take your elevated shell holder out and then adjust your die to the right height and then lock it down with your locking bolt. That's why I like the Lee locking bolt, okay? Locking nut, I'm sorry. That way you adjust your depths real easy, your height real easy. Now, let's take this a little bit farther, guys. Here's the real secret. This will do most all your 30 caliber bullets with this cedar plug and bullet guide in here. Well, I took this apart to clean it. When I took it apart, I realized that I could change my seating plug, and I could change my bullet guide to a 224 caliber, or a 6mm caliber, or 7mm caliber, or 6.5 Grindel, whatever you're loading. follow me over here. Here's the competition bullet guide for the 270 and the competition cedar plug for the 270. That costs about $15. Here's the 6mm. Here's the 7mm. And here's the 224. Now, here's a little tip for you. The 224, you can see it designated 22 caliber right there, real nice. Okay, guys? But the bullet seating is not designated any way at all. So unless you want to get your mics out and keep measuring these, I keep my old packages and I just insert it back in the old package, and then I know what's what. That's the 22, that's the 270, that's the 7mm, that's the 6mm. Of course, and this is the 308 that came out of it. So now, of course, you're not going to get a full-length sizing die. All right, but you can change this competition die. Most of us have small base dies. A lot of people they know the ARs, the semi-automatics you need to use a small base die to really get the brass under SAMI specs, so it'll cycle really well through your semi-automatic weapons and without any hiccups. So most of you guys already have the full length or the small base sizing dies for your caliber. So you can go out and get one of these, and it'll do basically any caliber you want, as long as Rcbs sells the bullet guides and competition cedar plugs. Well, guys, let's just try the 6mm. Let's set this up for the 6mm, 243. Drop your rating in, right side up. Tighten your cedar plug. Run this down. Back in your die. Now, this is a good rule of thumb that I use. Here's your 308. And this came 308 brass, and this came with an elevated shell holder for the 308. If the brass, when you switch the guts, if the brass is shorter or the same size as the 308, you're going to need an elevated shell holder. Okay? If it's longer, like the 30-06 or the 300 Win Mag, then you're going to have to go to the flat shell holder. Okay, guys? But since this is set up for the 243, and the beautiful thing about a 243, a 270, 308, the 30-06, they're all from the same brass, right? We can cut it down and make brass out of the 30-06 to make and resize the neck and make a 270, make a 308, make a 243. Well, they all use the same shell holder. So you've got one elevated shell holder for your 30-06 size rims, size head stamps. Okay, guys? Now, go to 7mm, you're going to need a shell holder, different shell holder. And you might get away with the flat one. You might have to order one of these elevated ones. But that's just something to watch for. There's your 243. Runs right up into the bullet seating die. Perfect. Of course, your 270 will too. If you change your guts out of the 270, 270 will too. And you won't use a shell holder for a 270. The 308 you'll use a shell holder for. And that's that, guys. Well, let's put this back together. When you go to run your bullet guide, make sure the writing's up where you can read it normal. That's how that goes in. Now, your bullet seating guide here, or your cedar plug, there's an alloy head hole here, screw that goes down, tightens it. Make sure you get that tight, guys. If you don't get that tight, take an alloy head wrench, hold that, and just hand tighten it, but get it tight, because if it starts walling around in there, you're not going to get a good seat. It's not going to be consistent. Then you just screw right down, set it right back up. There you have it. Okay, guys. Pretty simple. just 3 pieces. I like to blow it out with the air compressor. Before I reassemble it, just to get everything out of it, make sure everything's clear. There you have it. Now guys, here's the instructions, and they talk about the competition parts list. Your cedar plugs are right here. Your bullet guides are right here. That's all you need to do is change it from one chamber to another. Of course, they're designated over here for the 22 Hornet, the 222 Remington, and so forth and so on, all the way down. That's all they make. They might make more, but that's all they got listed here. So that should do it, guys. Okay, guys, that should do it. I appreciate you watching my video. I appreciate any subscriptions, likes, comments. Leave me a comment and I'll try to answer it for you. And get you a set of these, guys. They're about $100, $120. You can get them on sale from Midway, Brownells. I think Cabela's sells them for about $130, $140. But you know, Cabela's is higher than hell anyway on everything. There you have it. You guys have a great weekend. See you later.